Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of this weekly alts analysis series where we take a look at some of the most popular altcoins of the market and show you how to easily identify key levels of higher time frame supports and resistances so that you can use them to either dollar cost average in or potentially play some longer term swing trades. So we're here with BTC on the weekly time frame. As you can see, as we've spoken about the last couple of weeks, holding that 16k level for a good four tests. And creeping up towards a potential bearish retest of 19k. If we go down to the daily time frame, it's been a little bit boring for a while. We've been stuck in this range that we've got marked out here between 15.6k and 17.6 since about the 10th of November. So over a month today. So we've been stuck in this range for a good month. And this 16.7k level acting as like a mid-range, which has flipped from resistance to support after Jerome Powell's speech back on the end of November on the 30th. As you can see, popped over the top, and we've been consolidating ever since. Now, as per the title of the video, there is some past data that could confluence with a possible Santa rally. So what I'm going to do is take you back in time to previous Santa rallies that have occurred. So starting with the 2021. So if we zoom in here, as you can see, on the 18th of December, we started a little run that lasted about 6 days, pumped for about just shy of 14%. So as you can see here, 18th December, we were about 45.5k, and we had a little rally for 6 days up to about 51.8, call it 52k. So pretty decent run there. If we go even further back to 2019, if we can see, we zoom in again, bang on the 18th of December once again. And as you can see, we went from about 6.5k up to 7.7k, which was a 20% move in 5 days. And lastly, all the way back to 2018. And this actually marked the very bottom of the bear market, as you can see, where we bottomed out at around 3.2k. This was slightly earlier on the 15th of December. Again, ran for 6 days, and that was a 33% move. So as you can see, pretty good confluence. The previous bear markets have produced a Santa rally. Obviously, we pumped massively in 2017 and 2020 as well, but they were raging bull markets, so that doesn't really count. But it just goes to show that there is a potential for a BTC Santa rally. Traditional markets normally have them as well, due to traditional markets, pension funds, hedge funds, etc., needing to hit their bonuses for the year. So as I say, we could get some of that liquidity pumped into crypto as well. And as we know, if BTC catches a bid, more than likely alts do as well. So going back to some of the alts we featured 2 weeks ago, talking about them holding monthly supports. If we take a look at AVAX, flick to the monthly, this was one of the assets we featured. As you can see, held that monthly support of between $11.50 and $8.73. Literally just tapped the top. So it literally bottomed out at $11.44, had a little bounce. So potentially, if we are going to see a Santa rally from Bitcoin, AVAX could get a nice little bid on it. If we pop down to the weekly, as you can see, we've already had that bounce, tapped that weekly resistance up at about $14. So who knows, maybe we could go all the way to the top of this range, test some of these candle wicks and candle bodies up at about $15, $16 potentially. So one to keep an eye on. VeChain as well, if we go to the monthly, this again tagged the very bottom of our monthly support range down at 0.017, and had a nice little bounce. And again, if Bitcoin's going to have a little Santa rally, VeChain could well catch a bid too. As you can see, sat right on the top of this monthly support. If we go to the weekly, could easily see it have a nice little run and tag some of these candle wicks and candle bodies at around about 0.023, and this weekly resistance area that we've got marked out, obviously a clear consolidation zone in the past as well. So could easily see a little run up, tag some of this liquidity at the bottom of these candle wicks and candle bodies. And finally, Sol, we go to the monthly. Now, this didn't hold its monthly support. As you can see, it crashed right through it. Obviously had a lot of I was going to say FUD with FTX, but it wasn't really FUD, was it? It was facts as opposed to rumors. But as you can see, dumped straight through and not looking great. However, if we are going to see once again a bid from BTC, no reason why Sol couldn't come up, have a bearish retest of this previous monthly support at about $19-20, reject that, and then come down further. So could see a little rally there. And again, if we go down to the weekly, we're actually sat right on a weekly support, pretty much the last safety net for Sol here. If it loses this level, then it's probably going to go down to single figures, which would be a pretty huge drop considering where it was before. But we could easily see a retracement up to this monthly resistance, catch some of these candle wicks from the past, and have a nice little bear market rally retracement. So a few to keep an eye on there, especially if we do get that anticipated Santa rally. With BTC as well, if you take a look at the chart, we've got all this liquidity up here just above at this 19k weekly level. All these daily candle wicks and candle bodies we could come up and test if we break that 17.6k range high. If we take a look at the weekly as well, that looks like a very, very clean target for us to have a little rally, tag some of these candle wicks and candle bodies, this 19k weekly level, and then possibly retrace in the in Q1 for one more leg down to around about 13k. If we take a look at the monthly, that is the next area for me personally. I think this is begging to be tagged. As you can see, top of these candle bodies from 2017, top of this candle wick from June 19, and it was the breakout point as well at the start of this rally in 2020. So that's what I think we could potentially happen. Obviously, no guarantees. Past performance isn't a guarantee of future outcomes, but yeah, I would keep an eye on it. Set your alarms for 17th, 18th December. We could get that Santa rally. So hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Hope you found it useful, and I'll catch you on the next one.